everyone. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons with the Bronze Bombers. Today we have a special episode for all our loyal fans. As you can see, we are dressed up for the first time and definitely not the last. Oh, yeah, with the bling, Errol with the bling. But yeah, last session, wow, that was a while ago. Last session, you all returned from the battle of the Kletar Midlands until it's further named something else. And you all kind of got into your spoils of war, right? You used your spoils of war to get cool gear, get cool upgrades to your armors and weapons and stuff like that. I believe we started with Ardo. You guys kind of went there, sold stuff, chatted with him. You did fight kind of one of his mimics. Yeah, and you were able to successfully like not hurt that mimic, kind of just trap it. I think it was it Bali? I don't remember. It was one of the mimics. I think it was Bali because it like bounced out or something, or Ballsy. And yeah, Ardo was very thankful, and he actually shared a really crazy story with you all, kind of about his past, where he was in Lord Soth's keep during the cataclysm. He was there kind of taking refuge with some of other knights of Solamnia and kind of other scumbag sounding people. Most notably, it was led, and the person in charge of the keep, and it was led by someone named Knight Caradoc. And that name was, because of a natural 20, I believe, was recalled by Willow as someone who may have been at the forefront of Willow getting, pretty much dying and being abandoned by her old partying group. So that was kind of a crazy story as you guys were just kind of shopping. And then you guys go to the Hammerstrike Forges, upgrade your armor, have some cool stories about Reorx the god, and you meet the wacky Cadmos and Tyria Hammerstrike. Cadmos very fashionable in his purple attire, and like he was kind of the main one actually working on the armor. And Tyria, she's a little more serious and really obsessed with slaying the gods, creating a weapon that can slay the gods. And she was just kind of yelling epic things. I kind of think of Old Norse, I don't know, an Old Norse speech to amongst a bunch of Vikings or something like that. That kind of vibe, but just to you guys, about Reorx, the creator of all humanoids, of pretty much most of the life on Kryn. And yeah, kind of connecting that to where we need to go back to or something like that, something crazy. But anyways, you guys get cool armor. I believe that armor is very powerful, right? Is it like fire resistance or something? Advantage against getting scared from red dragons? Yeah, really powerful armor. I believe Willow and Sneak were able to get their +1 ACs through upgrades and stuff. Shit, what else happened, guys? That's kind of the extent of what I can remember. Yeah, go ahead.
We actually in-game found out about dragon lances from the
Oh,
Hammerfell dwarf lady. So we actually found out that, yeah, Paladine with the dragon lance really sort of defeated the weird cultists, and that the dragon ornament. I have the
very
dragon
close.
ornament
You're
with
very
me.
close. So, yes, you're right. You guys found out that the Dragon Lance is basically a weapon blessed by Paladin himself. And it was last used by Sir Xanis Sarlamir of Calaman. He was a knight of Solamnia from Calaman, and his student was Lidara of the Flaming Sword, the famous one that you guys have kind of heard about throughout the campaign. It was them two, Xanis wielding a dragon lance, Lidara wielding her flaming sword, that were able to repel the Knights of Takesis from summoning Takesis herself back into the world.
And Jandon Deling, correct?
They recruited Jandin Deling in their final adventure to try and prevent the cataclysm, but she was not there to, or as far as the histories tell, she was not there to seal Takesis back. It sounds like this was more of a master apprentice kind of ordeal. Yeah, and Xanis, he has statues kind of everywhere around Calaman because he is from Calaman. He's probably their most esteemed knight ever. So he's quite beloved historically. But yeah, it was him, Lidara, Jandin, Hooks Mishroth. It was quite a party that went out to try and prevent the cataclysm, to try and stop the god priest of Istar. Good
And where did
questions.
Ordelia South come in?
Ordelia Soth. Sure, we can sort of, we won't quite start, but I'll let you do, everyone do history checks. We're not quite starting, but just I'll make it fair for this recap here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow, these are not bad.
15.
Okay. The high rollers, you are maybe some of your characters can be honest about their knowledge of history, but as far as your characters know, everything they've heard, including the freaking everything new in Calaman with the statues and Alastrius and Tyria Hammerstrike, all this lore you've heard, as far as you all know, you've never ever heard the name Ordelia Soth in any of these histories at all. So very good question, Melvin. You are one. Melvin is pretty much almost 100% sure he's never ever heard of this person in any of these. Errol's face is killing me. Uh,
No, I'm pretty sure we
you
like
you did from Humruruth. Humruruth yelled it out, but from the actual histories, from the books, from the libraries, from Sneak, from your family, from
It was
Darren.
Abbey, are you
after
remembering it differently?
I think after Holly said all that stuff, and then it freaked out Harumaruth.
Right.
That's when Ordelia Soth was said.
Yeah, that was the first time it was said ever was with Humruruth. Humruruth kind of had like a PTSD, pretty much PTSD moment where he started like saying different names after Willow said that she was an ASMR. Yeah, great question, Errol. That's a really, really good question. So I'll reward that with a little more context. Does that make sense? Basically, it doesn't make sense, right? It's hard. It's a little confusing. This is a new person that for some reason you guys haven't seen statues of, no mention of in the histories. Perhaps it could, take some more digging from people that might know more. But yeah, as of right now, that's the extent of what you guys know. Anything else? That's a really good connection. I forgot that I revealed all that. I've been revealing a lot more recently, so I'm kind of scared of what I've shared.
I don't know if there's anything else to like add plot wise, but we did kind of all go home and get drunk at the keep.
Yep, I
And that
think I
was a
do
nice
remember.
bonding moment.
Yep. You guys got drunk a couple times recently, and it looks like we might go for round three this session. Cool. Well, unless there's more questions or any other memories from last session, Colton, Sneak, you had a little adventure outside of session. Do you want to share? And I'll jump in as best as I can. I'll see if I can find
Yeah, basically, so
vibes for this.
when we were at Ardo's and I was getting some armor and we were all doing our little shopping, I made a deal with him. Basically, 45 gold, I'd get my armor and I would get like one or two classes to learn how to get a mimic or to train a mimic or be friends with a mimic. Basically, I want to be a friend with a mimic really bad. Like, come on, man, just be my friend. So I ended up taking my first class with Ardo.
Yep. Yeah, so Sneak took his first lesson with Ardo and basically went into a very sketchy basement thing that was like a storage room and a shitty like bathroom was connected to it. It looked really abandoned, cobweb vibes, boxes of nothing, just very creepy with a small window of some light coming in. And his first lesson was basically to meditate.
I've had some skills with meditation, so I was eager to meditate and pop down all be like, that's for sure. And I think basically what when I went into meditation, what he did was he made like three different bites happen on me from the mimic, and I was able to resist them for the most part, or just without flinching or even moving really. I was able to maintain my
I
cool.
think the first one got you pretty bad, and
Yeah,
then you got
the
better.
other two are okay.
Yep. So pretty dark. Sneak was there sitting, I guess, were you crisscross applesauce, I think, meditating. And yeah, different mimics. I think the first one was Ballsy, actually. And then it was some kind of broom thing. I forget. And then the last one was a classic treasure chest mimic that just took giant bites and clung onto poor Sneak as he's trying to stay calm like a Jedi breathing.
Kept me
And
warm. The blood rolling down my body kept me warm. I was fine.
in a way, it was a perfect test for Sneak because Sneak persevered, and now Sneak has resistance to mimic bites. So the first step of learning how to master mimics is to try and not get killed by them. So this was the first lesson that Ardo is forcing onto Sneak, and obviously Ardo's laughing the whole time and telling him he'll be all right. I think he tosses you some band-aids at the end, even though you're like at death's door, and he gave you some liquor. So maybe there's a point before the party where Sneak kind of shows up like all fucking crazy bloodied, just crashes into the house, I can imagine, and maybe our poor friend Melvin or someone just healing magic. Like, what the fuck did this guy get into? I don't know if you guys ask or anything, but he might just pass out and be drunk too. Actually, knowing Sneak, I think you took a giant swig after the training.
Yeah, and throw up.
Yep. So that was Sneak's little out of session adventure. Got a little bonus from that. Cool. Alrighty, friends. Well, without further ado, we are heading to the party. So it is close to dusk. The air is crisp. The birds are chirping. Excited people, not in costumes, but also in costumes, walk by you all. Some with parasols, looking all fancy. Some at the luxurious Lake Amastasia, where you all finally enter. A couple of you have gone in here before, but this is the notorious Gate Lake, as it's colloquially known as, because this is where the aristocrats live. This is where the richer people live. This is where the people with power tend to live in Calaman. So, Amastasia, it's a beautiful, large lake with amazing canals, small stone arches, gardens galore, elite mansions around the perimeter of the lake, all kinds of boats, nice wooden gondolas, beautiful canoes with families on them enjoying, some time outside, maybe fishing on some of them. All of this adorning the various parts of the lake. Aristocracy, fanciness, it shines around you, my children. And a giant gate also shines around you. A giant, beautiful golden gate, making sure that people inside of Lake Amastasia are nice and safe, because you don't want certain things to enter, correct? But yeah, you can see city guards kind of walking around. I haven't talked too much about the city guards, but they're colloquially known as the blue suits. And they seem to be here in a little more abundance. The blue suits, the city guards of Calaman. And as I said, it is dusk, with the beautiful sky taking on colors of reds, oranges, pinks, and a little bit of blue starting to go away. People walking all around you as you get closer and closer to Theriatus's mansion that you can now see out in the distance. But before we get to that, how do you all look? So who
Well,
wants to go
Errol,
first?
how did you dress us? Or how did you dress me? Did you say anything or no? Okay, I know what I would look like then. Okay. So, Sneak, I didn't know if you had anything planned, so I just wanted to check real quick. Okay. So Sneak, he took some of his brand new armor because this is not something that has been seen with Sneak before. So he took it and he kind of has got some black cloth. He got a bunch of black cloth and he just kind of wrapped it up in some areas to kind of make it seem darker. And then with that same black cloth, he made a big bandana and basically enwraps his whole face and he ties it over and he cut two circles. So basically he's wearing a complete black mask with just two eye hole circles and it looks very ghetto. It's just like his whole face, not just around his eyes, it's around his whole face. So, and then just two eyes. Almost like I don't know, almost like Nor from The Boys. Like he's just all black face, black cloth face. So yeah, that's what he has. Not black face, black cloth face.
You'll edit that. Or, I don't know, maybe not. Awesome. So you're all in black. So there's no
You should
wig.
cancel Colton.
There's no loyalist wig. Not yet.
No loyalist. This is just for Colton.
Okay. Maybe later we'll sneak it in. No, I'm just kidding. Unless you want it. Awesome. Anyone, or actually, I want all of you. I want all of you to describe it. No choice here.
I guess I can go next. Willow's outfit is very similar to what I tried to style for this. I have a photo. I have no idea if it's gonna show up or if I can even get it right. But
the one you sent.
Something like that. Good movement if she needs to, but still kind of comfy, very cute. She'll also have like a floral belt that's just for decoration. And then she's also wearing a mask, probably very similar to this. Still very easy to see out of. She's always prioritizing that, but she kind of let herself go a little femme today, which is not her usual.
A quick question for all of you. Great stuff. Do you all have your weapons and your bag of holding and stuff like that still? How is this looking? Is this like, are you guys kind of sneaking it into your costumes? Is there a plan here?
I actually did have a plan that Melvin was going to put forward because Melvin, he's too nervous not to have a plan. I think there are probably, can I roll to find a hiding spot for our stuff, like a bush? Like hole we could possibly dig.
Yeah, sure. And since this is like an old thing, I would have thought you would have thought this beforehand. I'll give it an advantage. Roll an investigation or survival, whichever one you prefer.
Um,
Probably investigation, actually.
ooh, 20 fucking four, because that was a
Hell
19
yeah.
plus my five. Oh shit, proficiency bonus.
That's
God
amazing.
damn.
So this is what happens as Melodia. I feel like you are able to, right after your performance, you immediately think of this near Theriatus's mansion. You kind of see, and Melodia notices that there's some magical glyphs at different parts of the mansion. And she's like, all right, we're going to stay out of range of those things. And Melodia finds the perfect spot, the perfect kind of garden. It's actually like a perimeter garden from like maybe a public space or something, but it's pretty much a part of Theriatus's mansion. Perfect little dugout thing in there. It's possible a creature may live in there, but nothing too scary and that you guys can't deal with, and they probably won't mess with your weapons. But there looks to be a big space in there, and it's quite hidden. So yeah, Melodia finds a phenomenal place to
But that's
store things.
mostly for like the extra things. I think Rhapsody, Melvin's sword is kind of pretty, so I can imagine him belting that on, and I guess that'll kind of lead me in. I'll go next and then finish off with Lyx, yeah? So Melvin, always the stylish, he's wearing this sort of purple jacket, something akin to what I'm wearing now, but purple and gold because these are colors that Melvin loves, purple especially. So yeah, I think he'd have Rhapsody, which is really pretty. It's a pretty sword, the tuning sword. So I think it's kind of cool on his hip, and we'll talk about Melodia later.
Hold on, let me interject real quick. Sorry. I would say Sneak is not going to bring his crossbow gauntlet. He's going to maybe leave that in the bush with the weapons. He's only going to bring in a dagger. That's it.
Okay. And I'll say you don't even have to do a sleight of hand because your sneak, that thing is hidden, especially with your all black outfit.
Similarly to Sneak, obviously, there's no way for Willow to bring in like her whole axe, even though the last time she gave it up, things went very badly very quickly. So she also has a dagger, but it's like almost in like a thigh holster kind of thing. So it's very
Nice.
much concealed.
Some James Bond spy style. I like it.
The slit is there for a reason.
Cool.
I was just gonna make a joke about that we're like, when party girls are in the sunlight and they're like walking to go to dinner before they go to the club, and then they're like really done up in a big way, but everyone else is like walking normal. That's what I feel like this walk for us is, to like from the shitty part of town to the nice part of town. Pretty much wearing like what I would imagine for Lyx, which is like all, dark, got the black pants on, and still wearing the new Atari robes that have been done up in different ways. And then I tried to do my scales, my scars, which are semi-visible. I know they're already like melting, of course, unfortunately. And then I'm envisioning that this is kind of like the mask that Sneak got me long ago. And that's the vibe. And this is a little uncomfy, so I'll take it off and put it back on. And then I did Lyx with piercings right from the beginning, so I bedazzled a little eyebrow piercing and a lip piercing to give a little more character. And then I have like a potioner belt situation that I feel like I can slip a couple of potions into, but my greatest weapons are my hands. So I'm not going to be bringing in any weapons per se.
You might have some potions on you though.
Yep.
Okay, cool. You don't need to tell me, but cool.
Yeah, what are we gonna do with the bag of holding? Like, how big is a bag of holding? Is it like
It's
obvious
quite
that we have a bag of holding?
it's quite inconceivable, honestly. It looks like a normal bag in many ways.
We could just
It's
keep it on me unless somebody else wants to hold it.
Yeah, it's quite I think it's 5 by 5. Like it's kind of big, but not ridiculous.
5 by 5 what?
Actually, if it's 5 by 5 feet, that's pretty big. I don't know. I think it's fine if you guys want to bring it, but if you don't, that's also okay.
I think we should bring it.
I think we
Okay.
should bring it. Armor in the bag, y'all.
So is there anything going in that hole?
Yeah, my bow, my new bow, and my crossbow.
Okay, cool. Just in case, I guess the bag is taken or something like that for whatever reason. Okay.
Well, that, and if I need to dip out and like do some rogue work, I can.
Okay, perfect. Right, leave the
Literally
team
no.
the bag or whatever. Okay, I love it.
Willow has put her axe in the bag of holding.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So you all hear a familiar voice like, is this it? Is this the right place? And you guys hear the recognizable voice of Isabella, who is also dressed up, and I have her thing. Alright, alright. Oh wait, I'm showing you guys. Whatever. It's just for a second. Boom, 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 boom. boom, Isabella. Dreeker shows up kind of in her like normal outfit, except boom, a little more feathery flair, a little more like in tune with the Raven Queen vibes for sure. For the most part, I mean, no one really knows of her existence in Calaman. It kind of looks like her still, but it looks safe enough. It looks safe enough. She looks different enough. She looks like a party goer. She's here and she seems a little scared, but mostly excited. However, our other friend, Darrett, looks. How does he look? I actually don't know. How does he look? You guys can fucking Mad Lib him if you want.
Let's actually kind of mad lib him. What kind of mask would Darrett wear? And we'll say Melvin's wearing his Janus mask for the sake of it. Everyone else is wearing masks. But Darrett's mask.
I think that would have elements of like his helmet that he wears that he got from Becklin, but maybe not like an exact thing, just like nods to it.
Maybe it's like an ant.
Maybe like horns. Like at least horns are on it.
Yeah, maybe like some sort of like deer horn or something. Something but kind of flowing back. Maybe he's
You mean like this?
Oh, precisely.
I love that. Deer antlers. Okay. Anything else? Kind of nice. We could say he has my drip, I guess. He pretty much looks like me, sort of. A little casual, a little. Maybe he tried to do. I don't even know what this is called. I know, Errol, you know what it's called when I'm trying to go for that fruffy bullshit.
A neckerchief?
Is that what it is? Yeah, he tries
Or it
to.
could be an ascot.
Ascot sounds funnier, so I'm gonna go with ascot. Yeah, he's trying to go for like this thing, this ascot vibe. It's a little messy. It's a little messy. Okay, so Darrett has a cool kind of antlery helmet. Isabella's also channeling an animal, raven bird vibes. And Darrett's like, well, I guess I gotta let loose at some point. All right, here we go. Party time! And you can tell that he's trying to get himself pumped and into party mode. Okay, anyone else? Anything else for descriptions here? Anything you guys want to interact with each other before the party, before anything you guys want to talk to with your invited guests before we enter? You guys do see Alastrius's mansion, actually. Lyx, you would know it from afar, actually from across the lake. So it's on the other side of Theriatus's mansion, and it very much has that cathedral vibe, Lyx, that you remember when you worked there. It really looks like an epic historical piece of something. Beautiful gardens. I mean, the servants all live there when it was his, but you guys can tell that there seems to be all kinds of different people coming in and out of Alastrius's mansion. Maybe we can check that after break, and we can take a break soon if you guys want. Wind is blowing. People are going to the party. This is a chance for you all to say anything if you want to each other before entering.
So I think Melvin's gonna turn and be like, "Well, what was it we're supposed to do today? We have to go to the after party, go downstairs to meet the eye with that red freak. Well, I'll be attending, but not attending an after party performance."
Yeah, so I guess as Melvin is trying to recount some of the official things you guys are trying to do, I want you all actually to do either a religion or arcane check. I'll let you choose either religion or arcane.
I only got a 10, but I'm gonna reach out and grab Darrett's hand. I'll hold hands with them while we walk in.
Whoa, okay.
I also got a 10.
Darrett
Ooh.
rolled poorly and he's blushing. He's not hiding his facial features very well from you, Lyx, as you hold his hand. Wow, low rolls here. You know, I might have to reward something though, because you guys did choose Isabella. Isabella mentions, what a wonderful night to party, and it must be because it's New Atari's night, right? Is that what the celebration is for? No?
What
And
you
then
talking about?
She points up at the sky, and the moon of New Atari is slowly inching more, inching. And she's like, oh, it's one of the 3 nights of the year where the moon of New Atari eclipses its sibling moons. And their power is stronger than ever. And, well, it's a night where dreams are meant to come true. And normally I have incredible dreams. It's truly a glorious night. And Lyx, I guess you haven't been keeping up with your studies.
I didn't know. I didn't know I had class. I got my little moon finder with me.
Yep.
That's awesome. I think I already feel stronger.
Yeah, you do that, and like Darrett's arm like lifts with you as you flex. Yep, so apparently it's Nuatari's night, whatever that means. It's a night where the black moon will eventually cover the red and white moons. Okay, so you all make it to Theriatus's mansion. Ta-da! I'm jumping around here. Boom. I think it's the next
Oh,
one. Oh, yeah, go
and I
ahead.
was just gonna say I'm so excited to see Melodia perform. I know that you're gonna do great. And just, is there an onstage signal that you need something? Is there a way maybe there could be a signal when we're far away from one another if there is ever, I don't know.
If I touch the amulet of melodic enchantment, you guys may know. We have to make sure that nobody really connects that Melodia and I are the same person. We have to do our best to try and keep that separate, or else we lose a major edge on our anonymity.
That's true. Melvin slash Melody have done a phenomenal job of keeping their identity secret, including from Theriatus himself. So as far as Theriatus knows, Melvin just knows this mysterious Melodia.
And
Cool.
we're having this conversation quietly away from the party as we
Yeah,
come
yeah,
up,
yeah.
not around people.
Oh yeah, people don't even notice you for the most part. You know, people are in costumes, wearing masks and stuff, walking past you guys excited, heading up this giant stairwell. Yep, good stuff, Lyx. Yeah, anything else anyone mentions about that?
Not about that specifically, but I think Willow, depending on how the night goes, has a general plan to like not necessarily be right by Isabella, but just stay around her because she's kind of out of her time. And I know she's been
Yeah.
exploring the city and she's caught up on some things, but just to kind of explain, like, oh, this is our house tender. We met her. I don't know, but that's why we invited her. We love her. She's great. So hopefully there's not too many whispers about that.
Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, as far as you all can tell, people don't know who you are. You guys are all dressed up pretty well with your masks. So most people are ignoring you all for the time being. But yes, that's a good alibi to share regarding our friend Isabella. But yeah, you guys see this beautiful, extravagant Theriatus' mansion here on the right side over there. Yeah, there's a large, I would imagine a much longer stairwell, maybe on the right side of it. You guys can see people like, their silhouettes in some of the windows, clanging glasses and stuff. Some people coming out on various balconies chatting and blah, 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 in their outfits, in their masks. And yeah, music can be heard from within. Beautiful music, very waltzy and fancy and aesthetic. And guests in extravagant clothing and diverse masks make their way inside, with you all kind of walking up the stairwell. Before you all enter, I need you all to make wisdom saving throws.
Is this magical against magic?
Yes.
Okay, because I have advantage on that.
Okay.
Ooh, 21.
Nice. With the 21, everyone else fails.
Actually, sorry, I raised my hand.
Yep.
I still have inspiration.
Yep.
I
I'm gonna
think I'm gonna.
say you can't use it because you don't know what's happening with that
Okay.
poor roll. Yep. So yeah, role play with me, guys. Everyone but Lyx, you don't know what's going on. Nothing happened really. The wind blew by. You're ready to party. But Lyx, you feel something odd. You feel like all of a sudden someone's watching you, and for some reason your gut instinct is to look up at the moon of Nuatari. And as you do that, you notice little glimmers, this black energy, these little blobs kind of floating up, just little specks everywhere, every now and then, kind of coming in and out of reality, like a reverse hourglass. And it reminds you of that time in Vogler's forest when you first saw what you now know as Nuatari. And you just feel like someone or something has its eyes right on you. But then something within you kind of pushes it back, pushes it away.
How do you mean pushes it away?
I don't know. Is it Crake? Is it your own energy? Something within you resists it.
So it's almost as if the smoke is trying to like enter my being.
Nope, no, it's just like you're being watched and then suddenly you're able to push that away.
Interesting.
The
And so if
the blobs, you still see them. You still see them every now and then.
if I whisper out New Atari, does anything respond?
Do an arcane check.
16.
A little blob kind of like floats to your nose and then like water breaking like just kind of like scatters. But it looks you notice it directly go toward you instead of like, doing all that. It went
Okay. All right. Well, I will look to my friends and
they're oblivious and noticing the other party goers and maybe chatting with Isabella or Darrett.
I guess I'll just say friends. Definitely something is watching. So have fun, but keep your wits about you.
Always. But thank you for the warning.
Melvin just kind of looks nervous. Oh, watching. Who's watching? Oh,
I think it's new Atari or something close to him.
Do you sense something sinister?
I'm honestly not sure.
What was your
But
roll again?
for Arcane, it was 16,
The other one, the save.
21.
It didn't, oddly enough, it didn't seem aggressive. It's hard to tell if it was sinister, but it didn't seem like it had to see you. It didn't seem like it pushed back against your will or whatever it was that pushed it back.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll stick with what I said, which is I'm not sure. But surveillance is a first step into coercion. So
Someone over
on
here,
guard.
a random party goer overhears and goes, nerd. And then like kind of keeps walking up the stairwell. And yeah, and their partner's like, ah, yes, hilarious. And clings glasses. Cool. So you guys are walking up the stairwell. And before you make it in, there's a very well-dressed servant at the door. And they give you all some stickers. The stickers are Theriatus's teeth. They look like Theriatus' smile. And where his gold teeth would be is actually yellow for you guys. Yellow where his gold teeth are. And the servant says, tickets, please. And I'm assuming you guys give your tickets. And then they say, hang on to these stickers. They'll be for a little prize game. So you all get, I don't know, an amount of stickers, maybe 10 each. Maybe more, honestly. Like the little shitty ones, little bag of stickers of Theriatus' teeth. So you guys have those. And you enter, and the music gets louder and louder and louder as the crowd starts to chat all around you guys. There's servants carrying serving trays, people cheering as the music and the food is being served. All kinds of beautiful, classic, glittering columns adorn the main hall as you guys enter into this huge space. It looks like Theriatus' favorite colors are gold, white, and red, making up most of the structures and decor. And yeah, the servants are carrying different plates of water, of drinks, of food, of all kinds of hors d'oeuvres, all fantasy inspired and all looking delectable and interesting. And you guys can interact with those if you want to. But it looks like there's a lot, the bulk of the music, and Melodia, Melvin, you would know this, on the left hallway is the ballroom where you'll be performing. You know you'll be performing there after a certain artist. And actually, before I describe even more, and I think we can take a break so you guys can think about this for a little bit. This section is open to explore. I'll describe like what is explorable, and then you all decide as a party when to advance. And the advancement of this section will be Melodia's performance. So we'll go to Melodia whenever you guys want. So it could literally be right now. You guys could be like, fuck this party, and you go dip it, and boom, Melodia's thing. Please don't do that, but you can. But I'm saying it is pretty free, it is pretty loose here, and you guys can try to find out what this sticker game is if you want to. And yeah, basically another rule of this section is that you will, I guess I'll tell you now, you are gonna find a bunch of masquerade people, right? People with masks. If you can figure out 3 of them, there might be a special prize. When you figure someone's identity out, they'll give you their sticker. So if you collect 3 of those stickers, you'll get a really cool prize, which I'll let you find out by exploring. Make sense? So this section is very open. There will be music, there will be dancing and singing, food, and exploration. You can explore as well. I think we should take a break, and then we'll start with me describing the space, and then go from there and see what you guys do. Cool, so let's do 10 minutes. Let's get back or let's do 13 actually, just to keep it even. We'll get back at 7:40 your time. Cool. Okay. Yep, so now the Theriatus mansion is open to you all. There are glasses clinking galore, people chatting around you everywhere in costumes in different colors and masks. Right now you guys are all in the main hall. I sent it in the Roll20 chat, but pretty much the big areas here are this main hall area. To the left is the ballroom where all the singing and dancing is going on. To the right is the kitchen and servant area where like all the servants kind of are bustling out. perfect. Upstairs, there seems to be miscellaneous rooms, and also you guys overhear that the wine storage area, kind of you go up, and then on the other side basically is this giant stairwell that goes down to the wine storage. But otherwise, you go up into other various quarters and random rooms. The floor is yours, and you guys don't have to be together. You guys can do whatever you want. You guys can split up. If you want to be together, you can, but you don't have to.
Sorry, I was just pulling up Roll20. So it's still the map of Calaman, but it's just in the chat what there is.
Yeah, I just put in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Just making sure.
Theater of the Mind. So yeah, again, you guys see this main hall right now where you're at. All kinds of people everywhere, servants everywhere, people chatting, some people lightly dancing, but it doesn't seem to be the space to go crazy. And yeah, big columns of gold, reds, and whites, all kinds of pretty glittering decorations throughout. Looks very classic Victorian kind of masquerade ball vibes, Phantom of the Opera vibes, big old chandelier glittering at the top kind of vibes. But yeah, it's bustling, lots of people talking. It's pretty loud space.
Sneak would like to roll a stealth. I would like to immediately get lost in the crowd and be hard to find.
Are you trying to hide from your friends?
From everyone, yes, including my friends.
Hell yeah. All right, you do a stealth check. Oh, shit. Everyone else do a perception check if you even want to try to keep tabs on Sneak. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I think Darrett's like, what? And I think he loses you. Isabella's like, oh, how fun. He's just going off. Willow, something distracted you. That seems very un-Willow-like. Someone bumps into you, Willow, and then Sneak is gone.
Her attention is also 20 different places at once. She hates being in crowds. She doesn't know who anybody is. So, she got bumped and just missed.
Perfect. Yeah, Sneak's gone. At Lyx, you kind of try to keep your eyes on him. Gone. And it looks like Melvin won't even try. So, Sneak, you're gone. Where do you go? You're in the crowd. You're lost among the crowd.
I will do a little bit of just snooping, just nonchalant snooping, maybe I'm looking for a bathroom or something. But I would like to maybe go into the kitchen servant area if I could.
Amazing. Perfect. Yeah, there's some servants kind of bustling in and out, with plates and hors d'oeuvres. You're able to easily, surprisingly, you get lucky and there's tall servants that come in out of nowhere. One's a half ogre, the other's a centaur, actually, a centaur person on four legs, like a horse's body, right? Coming in with plates, walking by, you easily are able to kind of use their tallness to kind of jump through, sneak through. And you make it to the kitchen, which is this nice, big, bustling area. It looks like there's a hallway that leads to possibly quarters or storage rooms or something. But people are busy cooking, chopping things, right? Prepping things.
Is the conversation happening?
Yeah, there is conversation happening. Go ahead and do a perception check at advantage because you're stealthy and you could get close. You could do one more. Oh, not amazing. But a 10 is still good enough to hear. Oh, I swear if I could get just the perfect ingredient, I think I could get out of this place and find something better for me and Fanny. If only someone could just give me the most delicious piece of something. Oh, I'd give anything for that. You kind of hear that conversation going on, just a servant, a chef wanting a good ingredient.
You said there's another quarter or something by the fridge?
Yeah, there's a little there's a connecting hallway that seems to lead to maybe more rooms.
Could I try to dip down that way?
Yeah.
Okay. And then if you guys want to go ahead of me, we can stop here and I can
how about we'll continue with yours. This is a perfect stopping point. So you're heading down
I love that you are doing your sneak-like things, though. I'm absolutely.
No, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay,
yeah.
Perfect.
Just so people can do stuff and I can think what I want to do.
No, awesome. Yeah, we'll jump around. I love it. We'll do this crazy scenes and shit. Perfect. All right, whomever. Sneak's gone. I guess that's the scene.
I think Melvin's going to be interested now that he knows that there's game. Melvin does kind of like games. Melvin gets a little lost when it comes time for prizes, trinkets, or games. So I think he's going to want to look to see if he can identify anyone. I'll play your game.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check. Actually, roll I forgot my own rules. Roll just a d20. This will be luck.
Oh.
No modifiers, just whatever the number is.
14.
Okay. Yeah. Not amazingly lucky, but not terrible. You hear a deep voice, someone in all purple, quite short, and wearing a very well made mask of. You can do a history check.
11.
It's enough to know it's a
Oh, wait. 14 proficiency bonus.
perfect. It's definitely enough to know that it's a dwarven mask. And you hear this person, they go up to you with a very deep voice, and they're just kind of like, let's see actually if they figure you out. Oh, I knew it. Yes. I had a feeling this person would know you for some reason. Natural 20, I swear to God. Natural 20. They whisper your name in your ear and they say, come on, the purple, really, dear? Very obvious. Now, at least, I'll give you my sticker if you give me a dance.
Oh, Melvin's gonna blush. I want that sticker. Damn it.
Do you have any thoughts just of the description of who it could, if you know Errol, that counts. If you guys know in person, or sorry, out of character, that's okay as well.
It's dwarven made.
Unless you don't want your character to know.
It's dwarven made. He's short. Is it the ship man?
Thaddeus?
No, no.
All right, that's your first guess, and we'll move on to the next thing. That is incorrect. That's okay.
It's absolutely not.
Fuck it, Col. You thought it was Colton's pirate guy?
No, I'm sorry. He's the miner dude. Abbey's guy.
Okay, so
Onyx.
do you accept the dance?
Yes, I
Okay.
accept the dance.
So this person does grab you and take you to the ballroom. I don't know if the others follow. I think Isabella would want to follow actually for sure. And Darrett's kind of waiting for the rest of the crew. But Isabella actually follows with you all. And you burst into a bombastic room where this music is playing now. And people are ballroom dancing all around you, doing the little square, whatever bullshit, except there is a small twist going on as this person in the purple, this short individual, it seems masculine, deep voice, says, "This is where the fun begins, dear." And then he taps a giant glyph. You just notice these weird glyphs around this ballroom, and all of a sudden, you start floating up with this person. And there's other people in the air somehow defying gravity, dancing above the crowd. So there's a bunch of people dancing on the ballroom floor, and then a bunch of people dancing in the air. You are now dancing with this. You decipher they're a dwarven person. And then he's touching your armor, and he's like, "You really don't know who I am? I could tell by the fine craftsmanship immediately who you are of this piece you're wearing."
The Hammerfell guy.
Yes, it's Cadmos Hammerstrike. So you finally put it together. Go ahead and do a performance check. Let's see how this mid-air ballroom dancing goes for you. Well, anyways, as this is happening, what do the rest of you do besides sneak? We'll get back to you in a second, Sneak. Okay, so as you ask Darrett to dance, a strange figure kind of shows up in mostly red. Let me get to them real quick, sorry.
Is it Listo?
No, well, maybe.
Sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't me.
This person goes onto a large platform. Kind of scary, right? Kind of scary. And yes, at the top of this large built-up stage is this strange humanoid. And they're kind of muffled voice too. They're lifting this strange scepter and looking all happy and joyous. And they're like, "Remember, collect those stickers, people. If you get 3 of them, then you will be gifted a disguise self potion." So that's the prize. And apparently there's multiple of these potions. But if you are able to obtain 3 stickers, you can get a potion that can change you into anyone. And yeah, they just look really happy and then kind of like jump down. And it seems like they joined the crowd to try and dance with someone too. Okay, so you hear that, Lyx, and now you're gonna dance with Darrett.
Yeah. And so, Darrett, would you like to dance?
Yeah, sure. And like he's kind of explaining the rules. He's like, I think we have the same colored sticker, and I'm gonna do a performance check for him. Oh shit, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, he got an 18. And he's actually keeping up really well. He's like, Ispin was actually a really great dancer. He taught me all this stuff. So it's second nature. He told me that fighting is kind of like a dance. You gotta move with rhythm and look at how your opponent's moving and just follow up like that. I don't think we could share stickers because we have the same color. We came in at the same time, Lyx. But I do love dancing with you.
Okay, well, we can be a team. All right, you kind of hold me and lead, and I will scout the dance floor. And
Are you staying on the
so
ground or are you gonna follow the flying
no, we'll
glyphs?
go up in the sky and we'll have the aerial view.
Okay, cool. Love that. Alrighty. So yeah, you join Cadmos and Melvin dancing. Melvin Cadmos does give you his sticker and his sure has Theriatus's purple teeth. So you have one unique sticker. You float up with Darrett. And so you're trying to scout? I guess
Well,
that's a good idea.
yeah, I'm gonna watch the other dancers, so
Sure.
I guess
Yeah.
I'll look out
Hell
and
yeah.
maybe see if something can catch my
Someone
eye.
peculiar. All right, do a perception check at advantage from this vantage
While
point.
Darrett leads the way. Oh my God. No, I'm distracted. I got a 7.
Okay. Even at advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yep. No, you're having a great time. There's too many people, too many bodies. It's just too hard to keep track of everybody. Willow, what are you doing? Your friends
I
are
definitely
now
would have
dancing in pairs.
followed them, and seeing that Isabella was wanting to, I'll just kind of turn to her and go, "Not much of a dancer, but you want to try? I don't know."
And then she excitedly grabs your hand and like pulls you toward a glyph. And actually, you can tell that she's tempted to just want to fly herself. And she kind of looks at you like strangely, like maybe wanting you to fly too. And then she's like, no, that's a dumb idea. I'm sorry. Let's go. And she touches the glyph.
Later,
And you
darling.
guys start floating up. Abby, did you do performance? So Lyx and Willow do performance checks.
This can't go well.
And we'll go to you in a second, Sneak. Not amazing. So Willow, you might not be the best dancer on ground, so off ground, even more awkward. You're just, even though it feels like there's some kind of invisible platform holding you up, it's very challenging. Lyx, you're doing okay. Darrett's definitely making you look better than
Yeah.
what
Well,
what's going on.
I'm looking out. I'm a little distracted, okay?
Isabella rolled amazingly, so she's also kind of covering for you, Willow, but she is really guiding you, maybe giving you some tips. Somehow you're able to step on her feet still, even though you're literally in midair. And
Yeah,
then all of a
life on
sudden,
the road was not conducive to learning how to dance.
then all of a sudden that red person with that weird skull mask kind of floats back on stage and says, all right, everybody, switch partners. So very much like style of Alice in Wonderland, I need you three to roll luck dice. And now we're going to jump back to my boy Sneak. So you three rolled luck dice, no modifications, just D20s and what they are. Uh-oh. Okay, Willow. And the way the luck dice will work is if you roll really high, if you get a natural 20, you immediately figure out who someone is and you like are with them and you can talk to them if you want or whatever. Or you can choose who they are too. Like you can be like, I want to dance with this person and you know who they are. So you get all the advantage. If it's a shit one, I pick and they might either be bad or not be helpful with a sticker. So it might be antagonistic or just a rando, if that makes sense. With a 15, I'll have to think about that. But we'll get back to you first. Sneak. All right, Sneak, what's going on with you? I should have gotten some spy music. Boo, 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 boo. Something like that.
I am now heading towards this corridor. Is that correct?
Yep, corridor. It looks like a bunch of rooms. Probably you connect the dots that this is maybe the servants' quarters.
How many rooms do you say are there?
There's a lot here. I mean, it looks like it wraps around kind of like a round hallway. 2 big doors kind of up front that might be storage, and then the rest might be quarters. Probably all around 7 to 12-ish, somewhere in that range. Doors.
Do you think coat room would be around here? Like a coat room or a storage room for purses or bags or just, I'm not stealing, but I would like to find that.
Do an investigation check. Yeah, you actually, through your snooping, you figure out kind of this secret door leading, not even in that area. It's on the other side of the kitchen. You kind of overhear some servants bringing coats into a separate area, and you're still, with your high stealthy check, you're able to go there. You get in there, and I need you to do another wisdom saving throw. Okay, you don't know what's going on. I mean, yeah, it's a huge coat room. There are some servants kind of putting stuff away. Not too many bags. It looks like it is mostly a coat room thing, jackets kind of vibe. But some people did leave some bags. And yeah, it looks like there is a servant. This is kind of a different attached room that protrudes to the outside. There's actually like kind of like a service box where a servant is talking, checking people in on this side.
Okay. Could we move on so I can think what I'm gonna do in this coat room?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I love it. As long as you're having fun, I love this. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Okay. I mean, maybe you hear some servants say stuff like, "Man, I wish I could go dance. Fuck this, serving these rich assholes," and stuff like that. You kind of hear like those kind of comments. You still keep hearing that weird, like kind of Irish sounding dude that's like, "If only I had that right ingredient, I'd give away a sticker I stole for that right ingredient." Kind of keep hearing stuff like that. But yeah. Anyways, back to the ballroom. Well, we got a Rogie McRogue over here. I love it. We're back into it. Who wants to go first? We're switching partners, so it kind of happens just randomly, just like supposed to run around and boom, run into a new person. Lyx, Willow, Melvin, who's first?
Worst luck. Worst luck goes first. I don't know.
You want to go?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. You find this person here, this person here, this person.
Oh, fuck.
They are wearing a black gold mask.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like there's kind of red eyes. They look fake. Obviously. They look like part of the mask, those red eyes. Really pretty white hair. And yeah, just extravagant clothing. And they immediately know who you are. They're like, and they have their mask changes their voice to sound very, very deep. And you hear, "Oh, Lyx." Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
"Lyx, you're the one. You're the one." And she's dancing. You want to do a performance check real quick and just tell me what it is?
The one what?
"You're the one who survived the attack. The attack for the morning flame. I'm sorry. I'm just a little shocked. I'm a big fan of yours, an admirer."
I rolled a 19 performance this time.
You're cooking with the dancing, and they're actually not doing great. They genuinely seem in awe by you and distracted.
Okay, well now I'm confused because I thought this was like fucking Consaldi or something.
They seem in awe.
The attack at the morning flame.
Yeah, I mean, everyone in the town knows that you and Sneak died, but was it Yor saved you both, right?
Mm-hmm. Are you part of the White Robes?
I don't think you would know who I am. I'm a nobody.
Okay, so are you part of the White Robes though?
I'm actually just a servant here, and well, I snuck into the party. I really shouldn't be here, but I can't believe you're here.
That's fucking awesome.
Sorry.
I used to work at Illustrious's place. Like, it's cool that, you don't have to like downplay yourself just because you work in the service industry.
Well, it's funny you mentioned the White Robes. It's actually my dream to join them, but I don't know. I didn't really believe, I guess. But it seems like Yor can do miracles. He saved you.
He really did. Yeah, he did.
Wow. I wonder where Kalaman would be without Yor. It's scary to think about that.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't have even considered such a thing.
And I don't know, I'm just scared for him. He's just kind of out of the open. Maybe the White Robes have something I don't know about, but I don't know. I just see a couple White Robes there and sorry, I digress. And you could tell that they're kind of like sweating a little nervous.
Listen, I mean, like I'm not a White Robe, obviously, but if you like want to go to school there, I don't think it's like insanely impossible. You should maybe just like go do it.
You know what? You're right. I'm gonna go do that now, if that's okay.
Yeah. What color stickers you got?
Oh, these things. Well, you didn't guess who I am. Isn't that the rule?
Didn't I guess that you're a White Robe?
I want to be one.
Isn't it, just truth, but from the future?
Do a strength check.
Strength? Oh my God. I think 20? I got a 19. I'm sorry, 19.
You can tell this person's trying to slip away from you, and you're able to hang on. Unless you want to let go.
Well, listen, I'm not gonna like
Fine.
coerce you into
no,
dancing.
it's okay. I'm sorry. I should give you the sticker. Here you go.
I mean,
And
you
then
said you're not even really attending this party, you know, it's not like
I found these. And then I need you to do an investigation check real quick.
all right. 11.
You notice some like little scratches and scars on her hand as she like passes over the sticker of Theriatus' teeth. This time the teeth are red. The gold teeth are red. So you have a unique sticker. You weren't supposed to get one, but you little coercion, I guess, a little secret revealing.
So does it look like they're from like a bite or they're from like claw scratches, or with an 11 it's just I don't.
It's kind of hard to tell. You just kind of notice the injuries.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to pry. I don't know this person. So
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you face to face, Lyx. Maybe if I gain the courage and power, we can meet again without my mask.
yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. You know where I am, maybe. And hey, thanks for dancing with me.
Thank you for leading the way. And then she's kind of ready to press a glyph and float back down. And
Toodles.
she maybe does like a little wave to you and like seems to walk back to the main hall area. So kind of a weird person, but you got a sticker. So you have a unique sticker. Who's next? Alrighty. You also rolled poorly. Okay, I think I know exactly.
Yes.
Yep, I know exactly who you're getting then.
Oh no.
Yeah, the music changes up. There's kind of a beautiful, I forgot to describe that there's like an orchestra called the Moonlight Orchestra, kind of playing a lot of these performances. Melodia, you would have been told in advance about this orchestra. There's one more performer, Melodia, before you, after this group, and then before you, but they start playing kind of this slower, beautiful stuff as Willow, you're still in the air, and suddenly you see someone rushing up without touching a glyph to you, and they are none other than Humruruth, who blasts up to you, floating in midair without the glyphs, no mask on, still in his armor, and he's like, I'm so sorry. I know this is probably a bad time. I don't know what's going on here. I just smelled you guys and a lot of great food. But
We smell?
oh yes, you guys have a very distinct smell.
Why is that what I asked? What is something happening? Are you okay? Are you okay?
I
Things
just
were
wanted to apologize for causing a thunderstorm above you all and basically crashing out.
It happens. Are you as long as you're okay?
No, but that's okay. Really, I just wanted to apologize. And you see, and like everyone else is dancing, right? Everyone else is dancing. There's people bouncing around, and here's Ruruth. No mask, no nothing. He's like, oh, why does everyone have a mask? What is this? Am I missing something here? And you notice like actually like a window's broken.
Yeah.
He rubs some shards of glass off himself.
Yeah. So this is, I don't know if you know who Theriatus is. I barely know, but he's kind of like a big deal in the political stuff here. And you may or may not have just broken into his house during a big party.
And as you say that, actually do a perception check at advantage.
Okay. Please, above a 10. I guess that technically counts.
Ooh, you guys are rolling like shit today. I love it.
I am.
I think it's been pretty mediocre across the board. So, you notice weird glittering starting to come around that window, kind of on the second level here. And then all of a sudden, kind of like out of invisibility, Asteros appears next to that broken window with a giant axe. Asteros, the giant minotaur guard of Theriatus, and he's kind of investigating that window right now. He hasn't noticed anything yet, but he's just there. It looks like he either teleported there, or it's hard to tell, or came out of invisibility or something. And then he's like, I sense the danger. I sense it. I don't have much time.
Okay.
Right?
Probably not, no. And if we do get caught talking, you are just asking a random stranger. You don't know me, I don't know you.
Right. But yes, sorry. I feel like I owe you a little bit more information, and I do have to go anyways, as I have an emergency at the moment too. But I felt really bad. Ordelia Soth, they were an ASMR, like you. And listen, I don't have much time to explain, but basically, long story short, she led the team of heroes to try and defeat the god priests before the cataclysm would occur. It was Ordelia Soth who chartered that course for so many other heroes. And, well, she took with her all kinds of great warriors, including, and this is really why I can barely say it now, and I'm really happy Melvin's not here, and because his voice reminds me of hers. And he says, Ordelia took Hooksmishroth, my mama, on that quest. She was the voice of the ages, and I went with her for as long as I could. But I was weak and young, and she could only take me so far before she told me to fly away. And he kind of looks like shy and emotional saying this, and I never saw her again after I flew away. I wish I could remember the last song she sang me, but I can't.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. You didn't know.
No,
And,
I didn't. I absolutely would not have. When talking about my own family, brought up that trauma for you. I am so sorry.
Yes, I understand. And again, I apologize that I left. I don't know how much more time we have, but I would love to hear more about your tragic upbringing if you wish.
Yes, not super tragic upbringing. The trauma comes later, but we don't have time for that right now. If I can just ask
with
one
your
question.
perception check, you notice Asteros finally looks your way.
We need to talk about Ordelia later, but I think that you need to get out of here, and I would avoid the Minotaur. That is looking at us. Don't look at him. But
Wait, I just have to disguise myself like these other people, right? And then his face starts changing, and it actually looks like his dragon head, but smaller. So he kind of looks like a draconian, actually. It's like this bronze face, and he's like, what? And it's like a little more like reptilian. He's like, this is what everyone else is doing, right? And then
that might work. I just don't know. I don't know what magic works.
Cool. You notice Asteros start to walk down the stairs toward a glyph. What do?
I would still recommend going into the crowd and leaving. I don't know if that's going to be enough. It looks like he's on his way.
Okay, go into the crowd, then leave. Genius. Okay, I'm sorry this was so short. I felt really bad. And
We will talk again later.
Yes, tell everyone everything I said, and tell everyone I love my bronze bombers, and we will meet again. And then he's like, all right, crowd, and then leave. Got it. And he jumps down, or he lets go of whatever, into the crowd. And from there, he jumps through another window. He just uses the crowd and the ground as like a place to use his feet strength, and just shoots himself out a window, breaking another one. Asteros sees that and charges through that window, and the crowd kind of goes silent for a second. Awkward silence, and then the music picks up and no one gives a shit, and they all start dancing. They're like, ah! And they kind of cheer and just think it's dumb party bullshit, and you're left alone with no sticker because you rolled poorly.
this wonderfully unsocialized himbo. Oh my god. Yeah, that's fine.
So no sticker for you, Willow. Unfortunately, Ruth did not have one. Amazing. Melvin. Willow, you could definitely think of something to do to react to that if you wish, but I'll jump to Melvin in the meantime, and then we'll go to sneak. All right, Melvin. Sorry, you rolled pretty
15.
high. Yeah, Melvin, with a 15. Okay, I know who you're gonna get. You get none other than our esteemed host, who is in red, similar red as mine, the announcer. And then this person says, of course. And let me see if they identify you. They do. My dearest friend Melvin, shall we dance? I've always wanted to see your dance moves.
Sure. So Melvin's gonna kind of step up and...
They're not immensely tall. They're actually around your height. Go ahead and... Is there any questions you ask them, actually? Let's see if you can sleuth it out.
Well, since you guessed me so quickly, why don't you give me at least a hint as to who you are, if you're not Theriatus?
I have much better taste than little Theriatus.
What do I roll now? Do you want...
That's the hint. He says that he has better taste. Yeah, you can do performance.
He has better taste than Theriatus.
Ooh, okay, with that amazing performance check, let's see. You wow this person. They dance really well. I mean, you guys are tangoing it up at this point, just, wow, very powerful. I don't want to say, not romantic necessarily, but very skilled and technical and very agile. And this person says, I've not danced like this in ages, so I feel like a youngling again. So that's another hint. They say...
Melvin's gonna just keep spinning, like, just
do an investigation check.
That's intelligence modifier, yeah?
Yes.
Ah, shit. 7 plus 5.
12.
Wait,
I
Well,
mean, they're hanging on to this scepter for dear life. They're not letting go of that scepter that they have, and that seems interesting.
oh, it's illustrious.
Do you say that?
Yeah, the scepter illustrious.
And he spins you
Much better
around and
taste.
says, yes, he spins you around and says, excellent, I knew you would figure it out. Yes, I mean, Theriatus is a bit, what's the word? It's a bit much. It's very clear what his ambitions are based on the colors he uses and grandness of his columns and such. It's a man wanting more, right?
I think Melvin's gonna try to get illustrious to gossip more about Theriatus. Well, like, how did a man like Theriatus end up with all of this? The Vutes have been wealthy for a long time, but Theriatus, he doesn't scream.
Yes, no, exactly. He is the first of his lineage, as far as I know. I mean, I did read his book, or most of what I could stomach, and according to him, in his book, How I Made It, well, he just worked hard. He made the right connections, and he worked one job, and then two jobs, and then three jobs, and, well, his network expanded beyond the reach of just Calaman itself, and until he got into the right places at the right time. I guess you have to admire his tenacity, and, well, I guess how he would coin it as hustle. That's what he claims. I've never met anyone in his family, although, and then he's a little careful and like, he's looking around, obviously you can't see the eyes. He kind of like brings you in close and he's like, there are deep rumors that he works closely with the people underground, if you catch what I'm saying. And they help make a lot of his trades easier and cheaper, if you hear my meaning.
Crystally.
Excellent. I knew you would. And I know...
Now, how about that sticker?
I was just about to ask the same thing of you.
Well,
Do you give him your sticker? He pulls out a sticker.
See if he'll give me, like, his sticker. Just be, like, give him a...
He gives you the sticker.
I guess I'm going to put it up and be like, let me keep mine. Pull up my mask a little bit. Let me keep mine.
What? Well, that's not the game. You have plenty of stickers to hand out.
Okay, so then I guess I'm going to take give him one of my stickers.
Perfect trade. And he says, I think that's how Theriatus did it. And then kind of just laughs with you. And then he says, by the way, Melvin, this party should be seen as a celebration to you all. I think that is Theriatus's secret intentions. To, yes, gather fervor and trust in him, but also to make the soldiers, the warriors, the spies of Calaman happy. And then he starts looking down and he's like, that is many of the people that are here. There's a reason for that. And I've thought about it, but war does have a way of bringing us all together. No matter how different we all may be, war unites people. Do you have any thoughts on that? And he actually asked you directly.
Well, if war is a necessary evil, does war ever really need to exist at all? Question mark. If we all work together, I mean...
Right.
The Red Dragon Army. Now, I have no sympathy for them, but...
No, of course not.
Almost as if there was a way to bridge the gap. I mean, even if you think about the schools, the 3 lunar schools, even they are set to conflict, and I wish they weren't.
Yes, I do have that dream of negotiation, even with them, with the Red Dragon Army and with the Dragon armies. I would be lying to you if I... And then he whispers in your ear, I am making efforts. I'm working against the council, Melvin. I feel I can trust you and the Bronze Bombers to try and build some kind of bridge. Perhaps they wouldn't see a humble art historian as a threat. He's like, but it's good to hear that there are like minds in this effort.
Like I said, I think we need to get the red robes and the white robes together working for the defense of Calaman. If war really unites us all, then it's time for Calaman to start acting like it.
Indeed, but I do worry of Calaman putting all their eggs in one basket and using all its resources. But what do I know? I'm no war general or strategist. I'll leave that to you all. Well, anyways, I'll take my leave and enjoy some more of Theriatus' fine Abyssinian wine. I hope to see you and the others at the museum sometime again. I'm sure there will be more secrets to discover. And obviously you don't know his expressions or anything, but do you let him go? Anything you say there?
No, I think I'm good.
And he does say, if you do see a way to talk to them, maybe try. Enjoy the night, my friend. And then he kind of like backs up, touches the glyph, bows to you as he's like slowly going down. Seems to go back to the main hall to grab a wine. You have two unique stickers now. This one will be red, actually. So red Theriatus teeth. You have red and purple or something.
Red, purple, yellow.
Perfect. All right, we'll do sneak, and then I think we'll take a break. Unless others. Yep, Willow's confused. Actually, Lyx and Melvin do perception checks, I think at disadvantage because you're kind of distracted with your dancing and your conversations with the people you interacted with.
From a 19 to a 2.
You guys don't notice Mamuruth. The only thing you notice is when he shatters the glass, you don't know who it is or what it was, and you see Asteros go after, and the crowd is like, well, everyone kind of notices that. But yeah, you have no idea what happened with Willow and Humruth. Okay, cool. Sneak, what is going on with you? We are in the coat room. You're kind of near the kitchen area, servant area. You kind of hear some rumors about stickers and ingredients and
Okay, so Sneak is in this closet room, and he's actually low-key freaking out. He doesn't actually know what he's doing. So what he does know is there's a lot of things going on. But one thing he thinks about that maybe not a lot of other people thinking about is how well Soth was able to just take over our towers. And maybe there's some sort of espionage that's going on. Not only that, I think Sneak altogether is going to be looking for clues of the Red Dragon Army. Maybe there are operatives inside Calaman, right? We're in Calaman, right?
oh shit, yeah. So are
Maybe
you
there's
looking for
people.
that at the party itself?
I'm looking here because what better area than here? A big political social event. Why would there not be maybe some sort of operative here to explain what's going on? If not that, what is the eye? Is what kind of eye people are here? And then even that, like just anything in general that's going to stand out to me. Anything in
Yeah,
general
yeah,
that
yeah.
I may
I'll
look
stick
at.
with I'll do the espionage thing. So kind of looking out for Red Dragon or eye stuff. Do investigation check at advantage because you're such a sneaky boy from before. Awesome. So we'll take that 19. You hear the coat person. Ah, madame, which number are you? 67. And they kind of go back. They grab a big bag, actually. This was one of the few bags that was here. They hang it over, and as they grab the bag, it actually drops, and you hear like a like what sounds like a metal, like a very hard piece of metal. And Sneak, with that high advantage, you could actually tell that was probably some kind of weapon. That was a steel weapon that just smacked the ground. Just you know weapons well enough that you know what they sound like when they hit the ground. And you see this person obtain the bag. Show you real quick. Person with a black gold mask, white hair,
I freaking knew it.
and they take the bag. And I'm gonna do something real quick. They don't notice you. The servant actually, before they leave, the servant says, where will you be off to so early in the night? The party's still ablaze. And then she looks at the servant and says, I have business with the white robes. I wish to admire you're the benevolent. And the servant is like, I think he sleeps at this time. And then this person says, did I ask for your opinion? And
Interesting.
they start to back away. They kind of look around a bit, and then they do look in your direction for a second, but you kind of like are able to hide behind a coat, Sneak. But you could tell that for a second they sensed you, maybe, and they looked your way. What do you do? They didn't see you though. They didn't see you. They just kind of looked, and the servant's like, all right, and they actually seem pretty scared now. Have a good night, ma'am.
Sneak's alarm bells are going off. This is very weird. Why would you drop off a package just to go see you? Like, why would you drop off? Are they picking it up or are they dropping it off? They were dropping it off, right?
No, they picked it up from the coat room. So
Oh.
something was there, and they picked it up. So, yeah.
So I didn't get to see exactly what was in the bag.
No, it sounded sharp though, and it sounded like whatever hit the ground was a weapon.
Shit.
Maybe multiple. Actually, it was two weapons. You heard a probably.
Okay. I think I'm gonna tail her.
Okay, how do you do this? You would either have to go all the way around through the kitchen, or I don't know, the other closest way would be right here with through the servants, through the fucking, it's like a ticket booth basically.
I want to let her get like a good amount of ways behind her,
Okay.
but I want to be able to maintain my stealthiness, like
Yeah.
if I could.
Yeah, you lay out a breath. And as you do that, it's very quiet. Out of a coat pocket near you, that breath of air was enough to push a green Theriata sticker right in front of you as a stroke of luck hits you, and you now have a green sticker of Theriatus if you care about that game. But you found it here. You're in the coat room. I think it makes sense. Someone left some stickers in this jacket. And as a reminder, 3 different colors gets you a disguise self potion. Okay.
I'd just like to point out that Willow has no stickers. That bitch has no hope. I mean, no stickers.
Rolled poorly. Okay. And Sneak, so sorry, what are you doing? You're waiting for them to advance a little bit and then you're gonna tell them?
Right. I'm gonna just tell him, yeah. I'm gonna try to squeeze through things if I can. I wanted to stop and talk to the cook about what type of ingredient was look at, but now my whole thing
The
is
night is still
concerned.
young. Hey, the night is still young, but we'll see where this goes.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and do a stealth check and an athletics check. I think that's how we'll do this.
Okay, hold on, give me a second. Sorry. You said stealth and athletics?
Yep.
Okay, so stealth and athletics. Pray to God that it's good. Is it decent? 19. Oh, yes, it's decent. Oh, wait. 18 and 10. Okay.
Those two, maybe this one's good. Alrighty, let me see it. So you're able to keep up stealthily, but they're moving quickly through the city as they make their way out of the lake. Every now and then they are like kind of peeking behind their shoulder, and yeah, still nothing.
Okay, well, I know where they're going, right? They're gonna go see Yor.
They don't go that way actually.
Mm.
So you're following them now, and actually you're heading more this way. You're heading more toward the ports.
By the Great Lake.
Yep, by the Calaman Bay. And you're a little confused, right? Because, yeah, you did think it was going to be toward Yor after the discussion. They're looking around, and then all of a sudden, Thaddeus comes out of a shadow. Your high council person. And there's a couple of goons there with him, and she hands them this bag and says, "You take care of this with your lives. Take it to the rendezvous point we discussed." You can do Thaddeus' voice. I won't tell you exactly what's going on. We can talk about it later, Colton. How would he...
Only half of the money? What is this? What are you trying to do to me?
Once you reach my contact, they will give you the rest.
This better not be any trickery. I'm tired of it.
I have no time for trickery.
All right, I'll be waiting.
And then one of the goons says, "Ha," says the gal with a mask, and then all of a sudden, darting at rapid speed, just socks him in the gut, and he actually falls to the ground, and he's like, "Oh, fuck! Oh, my liver! Oh, fuck!" And he actually like pukes just from that punch. It was so quick and so powerful. And she says, "You would tell your dogs well to stay down."
Fly.
Yeah, does Thaddeus help his person, or he's like, smack him? What goes on there?
It's like, fine, dude.
Picks him up and he sends him out.
Awesome. Cool. And then they look around again, Sneak. You're stealthy boy. You're still good. And they actually walk out to the bay. Now the bag is gone. It looks like Thaddeus and his goons are going off into a ship, sailing away, or getting ready to sail away in the middle of this night. You notice now, Sneak, that New Atari's moon is finally eclipsed everything. It's a dark night, but for some reason, it actually feels really bright at the same time. It's really odd. It's like totally like the normal light of the sky is gone, but there's some glow in the air. And you feel like it's helping you be really stealthy boy right now, even more stealthy. You know, you're not a religious dude, but you're like maybe thinking of Lyx and Isabella. You're like, huh, yeah, okay. And this person hasn't seen you yet, and it seems like they're just staring up at the sky as well, at the moon, and just standing at a boardwalk actually now, looking up at... Now there are people kind of, some workers kind of walking around now, people at night walking, and they're just there with their mask still on. Oh, can I
think I'm gonna just go ahead and turn around and just head back to the party. And I think I gained enough information from what I needed for that.
Awesome. Okay, so yeah, you walk away as they kind of just stand there at the boardwalk staring out at the black moonlight, I guess we'll call it, or black moon darkness. Cool. How about we take... Oh shit, we're almost there, right? 8:30? What do you guys think? Do you guys need a break? Do you guys need a small break and then we'll continue? Or do you guys want to power through? Small break? Okay, we'll do 10 minutes. So we'll go 8:56, right? Yep, 8:56 your time. So Sneaky Boys adventures led to that cool shit. So it seems like the band is finally heading out. The Moonlight Orchestra is leaving, and this is a reminder to you all that you guys control when Melodia's performance goes, and you guys don't have to stay in the ballroom if you don't want to. You can do what Sneak's doing and do whatever. But now that we know it's illustrious, that person goes up on the stage and says, "A round of applause again for the wonderful Moonlight Orchestra." And like you guys can hear, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, people cheering, all those wonderful waltzes and amazing Masquerade style dancey songs played by the Moonlight Orchestra. Now I'd like you to keep those applauses going for our next very special guest, all the way from the furthest deserts of Kerr, down in the Balfour plains and dry lands of Kalinihand, none other than Rising Star Doja Khajiit, as all of a sudden what's typically known in D&D as a tabaxi. Here in Kryn, we'll call them Khajiit. Fuck it. Sorry. Fuck you, Skyrim. We will call them Khajiit. They are the cat people, a cat person. Doja Khajiit enters the stage, and I want to imagine that she's playing all her songs, her popular songs. I have some of them here, except they got them fantasy twists. So I don't know, instead of woman, 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 it's probably like Kaji, 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 something like that. So imagine Kryn-inspired lyrics and such going on here as the vibe changes a little bit in the ballroom. So we have that going. The crowd starts, they stop their ballroom dancing, switching more to some nice chill dancing vibes, house party vibes. Cool. So Doja Khajiit is performing. What does everyone that's not Sneak do? And actually, Sneak, you can tell me what you do too. Are you heading back to the party? Anyone can say whatever.
Yeah, I'm heading back to the party, like key in hand. Just that's it. Just
cool.
Running back almost like fucking full sprint.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool. I'll give you some time to do that, but the rest of the party, what do you guys want to do? Are you guys gonna keep exploring, keep dancing, keep trying to find stickers?
Can I head upstairs and still see the party going on below?
Yeah, actually, once you go more on the west wing, yes, of the stairs. So you kind of go back to the main hall, work your way up to the, actually there's a stairwell that leads to that same level in the ballroom.
Am I with anyone, or are we all separated since we started swapping partners in the sky?
It's up to you. It's up to you if you want to grab anybody. You see Isabella and Darrett having a blast. They actually are still dancing. They're kind of floating above you right now. They're not dancing together. They're dancing with random people. It looks like they're having a really good time. Melvin and Willow, I don't know what they're doing. It's up to them.
All right. Well, I'm not going to interrupt, and I'll head toward the upstairs.
Awesome. Yeah, you kind of notice the glass right on the floor here. Some servants are picking up the glass from 2 broken windows now. And you do notice that strange, magical aura kind of, not the black thing. This is something else. It's more glowy, iridescent, bubble looking things, honestly. And they slowly kind of go away as well. So you're heading up the stairs. Okay. Yep. There's people across, people chatting, laughing, touching each other, touching shoulders, sharing drinks, stuff like that. And it looks to be some rooms along here as well.
Is there anybody that I would recognize or no?
Do an investigation check.
Oof, 5.
Nope.
Okay. What do the different doors look like?
Yeah, most of them look pretty nice. Nice white mahogany style doors, but there is one that is open, and you can hear a lot of chatter kind of coming out of it, and laughing and kind of banging on tables and stuff like that.
Okay, I'll head that way.
And you go into a room that says, "Who wants to roll the dice, boys and girls? Come on, roll the dice and get a little coin, maybe get a little stickers. We're just here to have some fun, right?" And just some weird dude on the table, also masked up. And there's other people there. Some are big, some are small, some are centaurs, some are gnomes. All kinds of people there kind of gambling, rolling the dice. That looks like what's going on here.
Okay, sure.
You're going to gamble?
Yeah, I'll gamble.
Alrighty. What are you gambling? What are you
I'm
putting on the table?
looking.
We accept gold and stickers. And maybe other stuff, I guess.
I'll put, you said we started with 10 stickers, so I'll put 2 yellow stickers on the table.
Oh, 2 yellow stickers. And then immediately a few people come in. They're like, oh, this is one of the later groups. Oh, no, go ish. And he like puts in some stickers. Looks like green or whatever color you don't have.
I'm looking for green or purple.
Okay, yep. It looks like a green guy goes in on this. So
Okay.
what I'll have you do, so you're just doing stickers?
For now, yeah.
Okay, the guy keeps it at stickers too. Go ahead and roll a d6. Since you're challenging, you're gonna call the number, and the guy's gonna roll it too. So call the number.
Like any number, 1
One
through
to
6.
six. Yeah,
And it's like whoever gets closest to it.
yeah.
Is
Or
it
gets
Price is Right rules? Like, can you go over it?
It's whoever is lowest is closest. So whoever's under it is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 4.
Okay. Oh my God. I rolled
Did
a
you get a
four. I
freaking 4?
promise. I promise I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Thanks for the stickers. And he takes both of them and he says, I know who you are. You're a sucker. And then he walks out the room and has all the stickers. So you lost some
Wait,
stickers.
wait, Anthony, wait.
Roll a d20 luck.
No,
I'll roll
no.
something, I guess.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, well, let me scan before we hop off. Can I just scan the room? Is there anything interesting? Like, what is this room normally?
Yeah, it looks like it's some kind of weird game room. Yep, just a bunch of tables are here, kind of pool style tables, fantasy style pool tables. There are lots of portraits of hiatus around the room, kind of those kind of poses, smiling, one by the fireplace, kind of stuff going on. And yeah, there seems to be dartboards here. There seems to be, sure, that shuffle sandboard game that you see at breweries. Kind of a fun little game room, pool table, fantasy sports, axe throwing, shit like that. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. It's got a nice space. There's people enjoying all those kind of things.
Okay.
I
Okay,
love that.
well,
There is one like that. He has like legs up, legs up in the back. Kind of like if you see South Park, that if you've seen South Park when the BP guy says sorry, it's pretty much that with his ass cheeks out. Cool.
I think
Oh
I
shit.
might head toward the exit, but yeah, we can.
Okay, cool. Melvin or Willow, what are you guys doing? Lyx is gone.
I think given her already social awkwardness and how the night seems to be going for her, I think she will, whenever it feels like a good time to leave, will leave the dance floor, but not necessarily leave the area. She's going to want to try to keep an eye on as many of her party members as she can, specifically Darrett, just because he's younger and she doesn't really trust the hiatus at all. And I think she's just going to pull out her hip flask and just take some drinks in the corner.
Darrett looks like new college kid, kind of drunk vibes right now. He looks like he's just like, just going crazy, just definitely drank a little more than he's used to. And he looks like he's genuinely having a blast.
That's good. She'll make sure that it stays positive, good time, hopefully.
Isabella's starting to wow some of the crowd actually with her dance moves and really amazing control of, even though she's using the magic glyphs, it's still, she has excellent control of flight there and everyone's just like wowed by her. She's dancing to Doja Khajiit amazingly. Yep, so the 2 invitees seem to be having a phenomenal time as far as you could tell. Melvin, what's going through your head? Your performances after Doja Khajiit. Also, we will keep Doja Khajiit going / random music until you guys want to push to the Melodia performance.
And that can be like a time bendy thing.
Yeah, that can be whenever. I'll stop the
Okay.
music or do whatever. So you guys have plenty of time to still fuck around if you want. I want it to feel like a sandbox. You guys can do whatever the hell you want in this space. Or even out of it, like we saw with Sneak.
I'm gonna look. Well, firstly, I'm concerned about Doja Khajiit. She's pretty fabulous. Is she coming for my crown? Is kind of an intrusive thought that Melvin has, but maybe it's Melodia. He's not really sure who's having that thought, but
Do a
Doja
perception
Khajiit-
check. This is a dice game. Fuck it. You make eye contact with Doja Khajiit and some of her dancers, following her and doing all these amazing things. And actually do a charisma check. Do a charisma saving throw. Ooh. You're a little intimidated by Doja Khajiit. You're
I don't
feeling
think I've ever failed it.
you're a little nervous. That's a +8, yeah. Holy shit. I wouldn't say you're not like finished. You're not like, you're not like freaking out, but you're like a small bead of sweat has just like gone down the side of your neck. You're like, maybe you feel like Melodia's like on the inside.
Okay, so Melvin's accustomed to being nervous. So he's going to be thinking about music. Can I look around for a specific somebody? A specific
do it,
bar
yeah.
friend?
Yeah, I love that.
Where's my bitch Nisko at? Let's
Vers-
talk shade
do-
about this bitch.
Investigation at advantage because you know Misko so well. Uh-oh, better. You find him with an 11.
Oh, okay.
I was looking for a 10 because Misko's a big old tall boy and he is himself. He is himself. He did not really go out of his way, and it seems like he's a free sticker machine pretty much. As you go up to him, immediately you know who he is. He like bows at you playfully and has a sticker in hand already, kind of as a joke, just handing it over. And this one, what color don't you have?
I don't have green.
I don't like green for Misko. This one's black. This one is a black teeth. So it looks like Hiatus's teeth have been punched in.
I think Melvin's gonna reach for it and then kind of scoot up. May I have this dance?
Well, of course, my beloved duet partner. Let's go at it. And let's do performance checks and fuck it. Oh my god, natural 20, of course, for Misko. Holy shit. And then he asks you, shall we take it to the sky or stay here on the ground?
Performance is plus 11, so... Oh, shoot. What's an 18 plus 11?
29. Super good. Amazing. Misko with the natural 20 as well. Fuck me. This is crazy. So this is what happens. The next song in Doja Khajiit's thing starts. Lyx / Abbey, I'll need you to think of what fantasy SZA would be, because this new person comes out assisting Doja Khajiit. So think about what fantasy SZA pun you can do. Or anyone. And yeah, you guys like, are you guys staying on the ground? What do you want? Sky or ground?
They are skyward bitches.
Hell yeah. So you stylishly...
Oh, it's obvious. It's obvious. It's Wizza.
Ooh, hell yeah. So it's SZA with a goddamn wizard hat. And I'm thinking like classic
Or Wiz
purple.
Khalifa. Wizard Khalifa.
That's a good one. That's a good one too. Sure, Wizard Khalifa's in the audience, just fucking vibing. Wizza is singing it up with Doja Khajiit now as Melvin and our friend Misko rise up. You guys are twirling. You start the dance from the very beginning, like just twirling, twirling, twirling. Looking beautiful, kind of like two dolphins, rising up to the top of the water. And then you just go ham. I mean, it's a mix of, I don't know, Melvin. There's a little bit of that ballroom just swagger in there, like a little bit of fanciness, but with some crunk to it, if that makes sense. It's like some of that ballroom kind of tango stuff, but with crunk to it, and the crowd disperses around you and forms a circle as they're enamored with this dance. And Isabella and Darren are clapping for you. Lyx, you even hear the crowd cheering from your gambling room. And what else? Anything you can add to this amazing performance? Why it's fucking stealing the show right now.
Instead of kiss me more, it's like meow me more.
Yeah, it's like a Khajiit sound. Yeah, like meow me more. Yeah, I love that. Hell yeah. So every now and then...
Right there. Oh, hiss. Yeah, hiss is right there.
Oh, hiss is right there. True. I like that. Hiss. Hiss me more. Okay, cool. So yeah, every now and then you and Misko kind of like throw in some kind of little thing, and the crowd starts doing it. Like they actually start copying it, and like Doja Khajiit like likes it and starts clapping and like does it a little bit and steals it from you guys. So your guys' incredible performance inspires Doja Khajiit to gain some new dance moves.
I guess what Melvin's gonna say while they're dancing and kind of whisper is, oh god, Melodia's next.
Well, does Misko know? I forget. Would you have told him or ever shown him?
He was
He was
in our structure. He was in the Bastion. I'm sure he would probably know.
That's up to Melvin, I think.
I feel
Have you
like
ever
he
performed as you always were Melvin? That's how you always told me.
I think there was a time where you performed as Melodia for him, wasn't there? I may be wrong. I'm usually wrong, so don't trust me. So.
Maybe at Vogler, but you guys didn't even know who Misko was until after the Kingfisher Festival.
Right.
I'm gonna say no, Melvin. I feel like you've painted it as it was you and him as a duet, kind of going to taverns and stuff.
Okay.
And you can change that if you want, but I feel like Misko doesn't know.
I think your call is right. So
Okay.
I guess maybe he feels bad about lying to Misko. Probably would.
The
But it
energy's
keeps
high
Misko
right
safe.
now. The hearts are beating. It's very friendly right now, very loving.
I think he's gonna like say he's eager and maybe a little nervous for Melodia's performance.
Ah, Melodia's your friend, right? Well, from what you've told me, it sounds like they're an incredible performer, one of the best you've ever known.
You could say that. Look, I have something to tell you.
Go ahead, friend. And you guys are still kind of dancing? You don't say. Well, that's incredible. Do you just transform into them, like just for aesthetics?
Well, she also gives me a lot of my like best bard powers.
You're speaking as if she's another person. She's
She
not
is,
you?
but she's me. But she just sort of I borrow her power. She borrows my body. It's kind of a symbiotic duet almost.
I see. Is that something you want?
No one has ever really asked Melvin that question, I don't think. And I think that actually is something that he's never really thought of. So that would really take him off guard. Nobody's
Cool,
ever
let's
really asked him.
think about that and we'll jump to someone else. So think about that. Misko asks you, is that what Melvin wants? Misko's always been kind of an insightful dude, right? So I think it makes sense. Okay, fuck, who hasn't gone in a bit? Just raise your hand. All right, Sneak. You're walking, you hear Doja Khajiit, and you know what? Fuck it, Sneak. You're a fan of Doja Khajiit. Sneak knows them. Sneak, you're rushing into the ballroom, it seems. You're you're going to town in the dance floor?
So I imagine like kind of like maybe her second or third song I finally rush in and like I plan to like immediately tell my friends what I've learned. I plan to tell them immediately what I've learned. But I do notice Khajiit is on, and it's not just Khajiit, but I hear the song with Khajiit and the Saturday and Sunday. So
Dude, you know what, Sneak? Because you're Sneak, I'm only doing this because you're Sneak. Do a charisma saving throw. I'm only doing this because of Sneak. I think it's fair. You can challenge it if you don't like it. You fail. You can't resist. You can't resist the urge to dance, even though you know you have to tell your friends. You're like, I have to enjoy this. I have to dance. I have to dance first, and I'll tell them as soon as I can after. You can challenge it if you want. Okay, Sneak dances.
I'm a little group I'm like, oh, it's my favorite song, dude. Whoa. Yeah, that's me the whole time.
Do a performance check. Sneak fucking kicks ass with Doja Khajiit. Fuck, man.
Down, dude.
You know, with those dance moves, I'm gonna say a small person approaches you. They have a kind of clockwork mask, bronzish, and they're like, let's see if they can figure you out. Do a deception check at advantage, or do a deception check, Sneak. Oh shit, they fucking fail. They don't know who you are, but they are enamored by your dance moves.
Do you want me to do a deception still?
It depends. Does Sneak want to be deceptive right now, or are you gonna dance with this person? They seem like they really want to dance, and they're just like, great dance moves.
Yeah, I know.
You seem familiar, but I can't quite put my finger on it. And they're dancing with you. Are you on the ground, or do you want to fly up?
No, I'm on the ground. I like to be grounded.
Cool.
I'm like, nah, you probably don't know me, dude.
Huh. Well, fuck it. Let's just dance then. Here's my sticker. I don't really give a shit about this game. And she gives you her sticker. Can I have yours?
Nah.
Oh, well. Something happens as you're dancing, and you guys are dancing and having a good time, kind of laughing. She's like, I guess very secretive, huh? Very sneaky.
Nope.
And then she starts laughing. She's like, oh, I definitely know who you are. You're fucking Sneak. And I'm not gonna tell you. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you who I am. Bye. And then she runs away.
It's probably my sister, dude.
And do an investigation check?
Do I still get that sticker?
Yeah, you got it.
All right.
So let's say it's a yellow one.
All right, yellow. Okay. You said investigation?
Yep. You notice one of your stickers is missing.
Motherfucker,
dude. While they were dancing, they snuck one out, and you are like fucking sly, probably. Yeah, you're like thinking that.
It's fucking sister, dude.
Alrighty, who's next? Fuck it, or we can stop. Who wants to go? Do stuff. Melvin, if you got your thoughts, we can jump to you for sure. Yours was, or maybe we can end with yours. if you want to go deep as hell. It's up to you. Maybe lay the groundworks. Okay, no. Okay, never mind. Sorry, too much pressure. Anyone else?
Hearing, like, failing miserably at gambling and hearing, like, the cresting of songs. I'm just gonna, like, channel my real self and just, like, run back and forth with all the energy of people dancing and the music, like, up on the balcony. Like, I'm assuming
Okay.
that I can I'm just like, yeah, vibing.
Okay, cool. So you kind of burst out to the balcony, and there are some people out there. Do you go like far out to like see the look over it? It's actually quite a big balcony, this one that you're at.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see the performance.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of still close.
Like, I don't know how. When you say the balcony, do you mean to outside?
Yes. Are you heading outside to this kind of like platform?
What I was envisioning is that like you know, in great halls when you have a second floor.
Oh,
but you can see
yeah.
floor.
Perfect. Yeah, there is one of those. There's quite a few of those actually.
Right. So I'm on one of those, and maybe there are glass windows, so I could see outside, but I also can see the party going on below.
Okay. Yeah, you make it there. So you're trying to look at the performance and so you kind of rush in. You said you went really fast?
Yeah, I'm like chaotically kind of I can't help but move quickly.
You bump into someone.
Okay.
And you bump into this person with a top hat.
What the
Another
fuck?
skull thing. And they do have what looks like a very nice sword. You bump into their back and they turn around. And again, you hear, let's see. Do you want to try to deceive them?
Try to deceive them from me?
Do you want to? The stranger. Are you being secretive? Okay.
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I have my mask on.
And again, it seems like this mask or whatever, this other person, it sounds deep. Oh, Lyx Sandbottom. I'm so happy you're here. Are you enjoying the party? Most definitely. I always appreciate my appreciators.
Uh-huh. It's good to see you, Mr. Theriatus.
And then he presses something.
Good to see you too, Toots.
And it seems like the mask voice changes.
He's like, what do you think of the outfit? Pretty epic, if I do say so myself. I've just been enjoying.
Kind of intimidating.
Oh, well, you know, I gotta put on a show too, you know. Just enjoying it all from above.
Yeah, so you didn't go down and dance?
I was down there a few times. You must have been unlucky not to find me.
I'm lucky to find you here, I guess.
Or maybe I'm the lucky one. What brought you to me?
Oh, I was just shit at gambling, so. And then the music got good.
The secret is cheating. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay, that's a good tip.
It's the way to do it. Sometimes you gotta just do what you gotta do, Lyx.
And then he kind of looks across the balcony and he says, you know,
I was nothing. And now, look at this. All these people enjoying my beverages, my food, my hospitality. This was my dream all along, but it doesn't feel like enough.
I was just gonna ask, you just talked about everyone else enjoying. Do you enjoy this?
I enjoy looking at it.
Okay.
It reminds me of what I'm not anymore.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, what else do you like to watch?
Wait, what did you guys share? Cock behavior?
He says, where's my manners? He's like, here's the bona fide sticker you've been looking for.
And this time it is a special sticker with his, the golden, it's kind of like a holographic sticker,
Nice.
The golden teeth actually shining. You have Theriatus's golden sticker.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Theriatus. When I first saw these teeth, I thought like we all were gonna have to put them on our teeth so that we looked like you for this party.
You're welcome to put them on your mask or do whatever you want with them.
I mean, it seems like fun to get a disguised self potion, so I'll probably
Oh,
tune it in
definitely.
for that.
For sure. And then you can really have fun. And he says, I don't know if you know this, Lyx, but, and then he tells you how to get to the after party, even though you already knew. So Theriatus trusts you enough to tell you. He says, I've seen you get my book and you got did you get his autograph?
I left.
Oh, you
I'm
left?
sorry.
Okay.
It was just like, it was a really long line.
No, it's okay. I know. I've noticed that you seem to work for Melodia or something. I catch on to you, Bronze Bombers.
Yeah, I mean, Melodia is super cool, and I like being a hinge person.
Most definitely, and I am more than excited to see Melodia's great performance. In fact, I think she'll be starting pretty, and as he says that, he stops. He says, hold on, give me a second, Lyx. and a masked person comes up to him. It looks like a servant and is like whispering something very, okay, maybe I won't say that, but a reference.
Okay.
Whispers in his ear, and he says, "No, not now. No, please. I need to see this. I can't. I've been waiting all night for this. No, you tell him." And then the servant looks up, and you hear this, and the servant says, "I tell him what?" And Theriatus goes, "I'll be there." And then he looks at you, Lyx. I mean, his expression, I mean, you can't see it, but you can hear the breathing on the mask, right? And then he presses something on the mask, and it changes back to the deep voice. And he says, "Apologies, Lyx. There are matters I must attend to. Enjoy the party, and I hope to see
Okay.
you."
Before you go and like before he was whisked away, could I have asked him like, does he really like Nuatari? Is that why he held the party tonight?
Nuatari's power and influence are useful to me on this night. They empower the party favors that you see below, and then you kind of like notice the people dancing and stuff. They aid with the magic and the tide in my fine establishment,
Oh.
and they allow us all to feel freer to be ourselves.
Hmm.
I wouldn't say I worship them, but in this moment, on these days, they are very helpful. Sometimes, Lyx, you just need people to be helpful. All right, I'll see you at the after party, I hope.
Yeah. And after the party, it's the hotel lobby.
Exactly. I needed that. Thank you.
Okay. See you later.
And he kind of walks away, like kind of angry, but you help sort of calm him down a little. But he does, like, I guess there's probably curtains here or something, right? He pushes them away kind of dramatically and steps out with his sword cane thing. Cool. I think we can do one more thing if anyone is dying to do some things, or we can do some little things if you have little things. But anyone want to end on a banger? I can maybe do something. It'll be very improv-y, but I don't
I
think
mean,
I
if you
have.
got ideas, Willow hasn't had much luck. Might go out with a bang anyway.
Hell yeah. Okay, wait. Sorry. Does that mean Willow wants to do something?
Yeah, if you got an idea, I don't really have many
Okay.
ideas. This is kind of my default when I go to a party. It's like, oh, I try to have
Sure.
fun. Oh, that didn't go well. I'm gonna go be a wallflower.
Sure. You overhear a conversation as you're kind of chilling for a while. You hear masqueraded people in masks, talking and whispering. Do a perception check at advantage because you've been so silent and kind of in the background that they really haven't noticed you. This is more about listening. Okay. It's enough to pick up pieces of it. Explosion. The eye won't be happy. We have to keep everything looking normal. It's okay. It's just the after party. It's just underneath that. We'll clean it up. And you picked up those scattered things. So kind of explosion. The eye is not going to be happy under the after party. Something else I said, but that kind of stuff.
I think for the briefest moment, Willow worries if Sneak did something and then just completely dismisses that thought.
You then see him actually dancing. He's stealing the show. It is probably when he was dancing with Sly. You actually, like, as you think that, you're like, oh shit, there he is.
Okay, cool. I didn't know what kind of crazy stuff he's getting into. Okay, so explosion probably downstairs, which means we'll probably have to deal with that later because we all know how to get to the after party, even if we haven't personally been invited.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's through the wine cellar, basically.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like there's not really much actionable about that. And with Melodia about to perform, doesn't seem like a great time to be like gathering everybody together. So I think she'll just kind of like wait, see if she hears anything else. And then I think that's all she got. So maybe
You
she'll
see,
just
you
kind
do
of.
see like these people at some point, like one of them shakes the other one hard, and a sticker falls out of his pocket, and it's a purple one. And it's kind of like a coin falling out of someone's pocket situation, you know. They don't notice. No one else seems to have noticed yet, and then they go away.
Okay.
It's up to
Willow's
you.
gonna pick up the silly little sticker
Okay.
and probably just keep moving around, seeing if she picks up anything else. I mean, if these two people were talking about it with other people around, maybe other people know and aren't being careful about what they say and where. Or maybe she'll hear something else interesting. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, you hear people talking about the gambling. You hear people talking about, bet you Theriatus has some loot around here to take, you know, kind of whispering that kind of stuff to themselves. But nothing as interesting as what I just shared for the time being, at least.
Okay.
And yep.
I think
Cool.
she'll go outside to the external balcony and just get a nice view of the city until it sounds like Melodia is coming up. And at that point, she'll come back in.
Okay. Yeah, I think you see Misko actually out there. It looks like after dancing with Melvin. And you do see Asteros actually like kind of looking out. Looks like he's patrolling that area, looking out at the sky, confused, it seems. And he does, let me see. Let's see how smart Asteros is. He's not very smart.
Yeah, I think Willow will. She was just going to take a minute to look at the city, but immediately seeing Misko, I think she'll come up behind him and like clap him on the shoulder and be like, Masquerade denotes a different visage than normal, right?
And he's like, you're not the first to tell me that, dear. I guess I just wanted to be myself as others acted more like me, I guess. I wanted to feel normal for once.
I mean, that's fair. Nothing wrong with it. It's just made it really easy to pick you out. It's good to have
It
a friendly
did.
face to talk to.
It did. Some of the servants have given me ugly stares for that same reason. But I'm out of stickers. I guess that's why they gave so many. But I don't really care about this potion. And he's like, you can have this. I don't know who I got this from. I think this was Alastrius. Here you go. And he gives you Alastrius's red sticker.
Sure.
Misko, the ever benevolent and doesn't really care about possessions, it seems.
Did you happen to bring our little fish friend?
Of course. And then he kind of like pulls him out and he's like, I think, fuck, what's his name? I forgot his name. I'm not gonna lie, I
Did we
forgot
name it? I don't remember.
I gave him a name. I forgot it.
Okay.
It's somewhere down in the depths. But he's like, perhaps he'll enjoy Doja Kajit. I didn't test this one. And boom, Kaji, Kaji, Kaji. Gets a little golden clockwork fish spinning around. There are some people that kind of like look at it and are like some fancy masked folks. So now you have two unique stickers. And Asteros does seem to stare you down and kind of squint at you. And he's like, whatever. And he just walks past you. Just stop him by and then actually disappears.
I think she'll clock that and just kind of be completely unfazed by it. If he's going to talk to her, he's going to talk to her. If he's not, it's not her problem.
Yeah, you could tell he was like maybe trying to remember if you were with that strange person that flew out the window, but he couldn't quite piece it together. Okay, I think we're getting schlumpy. So here's what I will possibly suggest. Melvin, do you have an answer for Misko? We'll like retcon and go back in time if you want, or we can do it next session if you want to write that down and give a better answer or whatever.
I actually did write it down. I just have to find on my notes where I wrote it down.
I think we'll end on this, I think, and then we'll pick up from there and maybe start with your performance, or if people still want to explore it. I will say this, if you guys do the Melodia performance, you can still try and get stickers after the performance. It doesn't halt you from that.
Is the Melodia performance at the after party technically though?
No, it's here.
No.
She's the
Oh,
headlining act of the main ballroom dance.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was the after.
Nope. The after party was full.
Oh, bitch, I don't even know when I'm performing. That's just like Melodia. That's literally just like Melodia. I'd be like, girl, what?
Yeah, Theriatis was like,
Anyway.
oh, all the acts are covered there, but he's like, I think you could be the headliner. And now you know who you stole it from, technically.
Yo, G,
Yep.
true. So, thinking about Misko's question, Melvin's going to say, well, the way I look at it and the way that I see it is that we're almost like two sides of the same coin. There's so much that I admire about her, and there's a lot that I think she needs from me. I never used to think that it was as back and forth. It was always what Melodia taught me. But sometimes I think there's something for me to teach her.
And then Misko says, I see. So you both learn from each other because you love each other? Because you care for one another?
I think so.
And you kind of feel a warmness from Melodia hearing that. Maybe she says something if you want her to, but yeah, it feels good.
I think it's just kind of the worm and the amulet, like kind of like a thump, thump, thump.
And then Misko says, well, as long as it's what you want and brings you love and purpose, then I'm here for both you and Melodia as long as I can be. Even if it's just sweeping cobwebs at your place and letting me crash there every now and then.
I appreciate.
Cool. And I think on that note, maybe with the echoes of In the Blood tuning us out as the night continues to be lively. We'll continue until next session and kick off maybe with Melodia's performance. I'll let Errol decide / all of you. And then you guys control when to go to the wine cellar too. Everything is open to you all. So hopefully it's fun and you guys feel like you have enough to work with here. Yeah, and you can keep getting stickers if you want to. That is all optional bullshit. Alrighty, friends. Well, great session. That was super fun. Some great role play. A little bit of action, a little bit of espionage, a little bit of sneakiness, a little bit of dancing. It's good stuff. I'm gonna be dressed up again next session. I think this is gonna last for a few sessions actually. So if you enjoy dressing up, feel free to keep doing it. I'll keep being different things and bouncing around with masks and shit because it's fun. Good night, friends.